Yo, what is up everyone? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 back-to-back battles. We have this Slowking team. We are using Marowak, Tapu Koko, Gastrodon, Tapu, Arcanine, and Slowking. Let's get straight into it. Now, again, if you haven't already followed me on my Twitch channel, I highly recommend that you do, twitch.tv/JamesBeat1, where I am just streaming a bunch of games. And today, well, actually right after I record this video, I am streaming Splatoon, so by the time you see this, I'd probably have finished streaming already. So hopefully that went well. But we are going to be playing with this team, and let me just talk about something I want to talk about. So I don't know, I am right as soon as I was well, just a few minutes ago, I was reading through some stuff on Twitter, and I found the Pokemon Go Festival. There were just a bunch of errors, and oh man, there's like so much stories about it. The fact that Pokemon Go was like disconnecting all the time. I heard there were basically just the crowd booing the CEO of Niantic when he was going on stage, and the fact that I think they, I don't know, I think this part was rumor, I know this part's rumor, that they were actually throwing stuff, so who knows. But 1683 Summer, oh, from New York, with the team of Tapu Koko, Garchomp, Kartana, Arcanine, Gyarados, and Muk. I have faced Summer before at our premiere challenges, and I have faced her once online, and looks like she's still using the same team. Let's see how I want to handle this. So what's nice is my Tapu Koko. My Tapu Koko does a lot of work. Unfortunately, her Muk also does a lot of work against my team, so gotta be careful, gotta be careful. I think Slowking plus Arcanine actually seems pretty solid. Yeah, Slowking plus Arcanine actually seems solid. I was thinking of going Tapu Koko, but I don't think my opponent will bring Gyarados, because I think she had like Waterfall, Ice Fang, Protect, and I don't even remember her last move. So I don't think that's the play. I think Gastrodon is fine, and Marowak in the back for Parasong. Let's see, Tapu doesn't do much. Tapu Koko only hits Gyarados, really. I guess I could HP Fire Kartana, but if I remember correctly, she runs the Focus Sash. Or was it AV? It was like one of those two items, so I feel like I'm good. The only leads that could really threaten my Pokemon would be, well, obviously my Slowking lead would be the Kartana, Tapu Koko, Muk combinations. So if she leads Tapu Koko Muk, I do have to switch into Marowak. If she wants to lead, let's see, if she wants to lead Kartana Muk, that won't matter because of the Rindo Berry. And if she wants to lead Koko Muk, I do have Marowak again as a switch. So let's see how this is going to go, because I, to be honest, have no idea how this is going to go. Let's see. It's going to be Muk Kartana. Okay, so one of the leads I anticipate. So this is actually pretty good for me, because I will just lead my Slowking plus Arcanine here, which is pretty good because I can just get a Will-O-Wisp into Muk very freely. Kartana, again, could be a threat, yet I don't think it's really going to be too much of a threat. I could easily set up the Trick Room here, which is kind of what I'm thinking I might want to do. Which I think I am going to go for, because I don't see a reason not to go for Trick Room. And I'll just Will-O-Wisp to Muk, because I don't think Kartana's a threat when I have Flamethrower on my Slowking. So either way, I feel like this is going to be a good turn for us. If I get the burn onto Muk, if we don't miss Will-O-Wisp, but Arcanine did come in clutch in the last episode, I believe, hitting the status move. So let's see if Arcanine can hit a first turn status move. And even better, she procs my Rindo Berry, and at -1, this isn't going to do anything. Yeah, look at that damage. That was very pitiful, actually, as we will get a Will-O-Wisp off. Yes, it does connect. Thank you, Arcanine. Thank you. So we get the Will-O-Wisp off in the Muk. You can knock off any of my item, I don't care. Gonna knock off my Slowking, but my Slowking obviously just tanking those moves like a champion. And the Trick Room is gonna go up, and this is gonna be very excellent for me, as right here I get a basically free Will-O-Wisp into the Kartana slot, and I can slack off. I just want to break a Kartana's potential Focus Sash right here, so I'll just slack off, and I will just go for Will-O-Wisp. I could see maybe, well, Arcanine, even if Arcanine comes in, it's not really a threat. Garchomp could come in, gets burned, Tapu Koko could come in, but I have my Marowak. Either way, I do have answers. So Gyarados is going to come out. Oh, Gyarados does not want to get burned here. This is pretty much the ideal situation I want to go for, As, yeah, Gyarados is going to get this Intimidate off, but I have both special attackers on the field. If we land Will-O-Wisp, that would be great too, but let's see. Let's see if we can land that Will-O-Wisp. As, probably going to be a knockoff. Oh, Poison Jab actually, so not even going for a knockoff. Maybe needing that Poison. Getting a crit. Poison Touch is going to activate. She's still running Poison Touch, okay. Do we land a Willow? Nice, 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 nice. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. Excellent. 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 And she didn't even knock off my berry, so my Arcanine's still going to be very healthy. And my Arcanine's actually looking up to sweep in the endgame. So what I want to do is save my Arcanine, of course. Since Arcanine is taking no damage at all, I can surf and just switch out into my Gastrodon. I don't know, she might pull a double. I could definitely see Gyarados going back into Kartana, but I do have Flamethrower on Slowking, as I said. And she is going to make the double, it looks like. Oh, it's actually an Arcanine. Oh, that's even better. I get a free serve. I get free Muddy Waters. Ooh. Man, calm down, Slowking team. Okay, so she's going to get Intimidated off. Again, doesn't matter. I had Flamethrower. They were both special attackers. In fact, the only physical attacker I have is Marowak in the back. And Marowak is only going to be used for like the Parasong endgame. So we're going to get Storm Drain off. Get the Surf off, which is going to do a nice amount of damage to both of these Pokemon. Oh, that did nice amount of damage. Knockoff is going to come out, target down my Arcanine slot, but Gastrodon holding that Z Crystal does not care. Like, this Gastrodon slot does not care. Alright, this is pretty good. This is pretty good of a situation, but I do not want to blow it. So 2 turns of Trick Room left. I think she might double protect here, but I think I can just slack off, try to get as healthy as possible, and just go for Muddy Water. Muddy Water will be able to knock out Arcanine, catches Kartana switching. So if it isn't Assault, if it is Focus Sash, I do break it. If I remember correctly, it was Focus Sash. And Muddy Water hits everything. As Arcanine's going to switch out, that's fine. Into that Gyarados slot, which makes sense. But Gyarados isn't really doing much. It's getting Intimidates, which don't matter at all against this team. But I'm healing up, and Gyarados doesn't do anything against me. So I am just weakening my opponent's team, as Muk is going to protect. Okay. Yet I am able to slack off with my Slowking, get as healthy as possible. I guess the question is what she's going to do after. Because I don't know if she would switch out. Surf Muddy Water is going to come out. Gets an accuracy drop on Gyarados, but I don't think that really matters too much. Luckily, it's only poison and not like toxic or anything. So, Will-O-Wisp is doing a good amount. I don't know. Would you go hard into Kartana? I feel like you would have to go hard into Kartana, because if you don't go hard into Kartana, you can't threaten the Slowking after this turn of Trick Room ends. So that means... what that means is my opponent can't exactly go for an attack. Can't let me get a free Trick Room up. I want a Flamethrower and Muddy Water so bad here, which I am going to do. I'm going to target a Muk slot, because I feel like maybe Gyarados protects and Muk switches out into Kartana. I can definitely see those plays here. Maybe I should have Hydro Vortex to Muk, because I could knock out the Muk right here if I really want to. Gyarados is going to switch it. Is that Kartana? I chose the wrong slot. Okay. Oh. As I will Flamethrower the Muk slot, so almost caught her. I was thinking she might go to Gyarados, but I thought she might want to save Muk here. Oh wait, she does have Gluttony. I know she runs a 50% berry, so this might matter not having Gluttony. No, but she's able to hang on. Guess accuracy drop on Muk, which could be huge if I am able to avoid a Poison Jab, which I believe has 55% or I don't know what percent it is to poison with the Poison Touch. Goes for the Poison Jab. In a Gastrodon. I guess the poison. But either way, I'm in a fine position. Yep, she definitely made the right play. I think I should have Flamethrower the Gyarados slot, though. I just thought she was going to protect, but she used it as a pivot instead. Okay. I did break Kartana's potential Focus Sash, though. Like, the only thing that could potentially really screw me over is a Guillotine. Her Muk's burned. Gyarados is burned as well. And Arcanine already took very big chip damage. In fact, what I can do here, I think, is just go out into my Arcanine right here, which is very safe, I think. I could double. Which is kind of what I'm thinking. I might want to double here. Yet I think I'm just going to protect here because I think it's safe. Actually, no, I should. Maybe I should double because in case Gyarados came out and wanted to Waterfall. But Waterfall really doesn't do much. So I'm going to get this Intimidate off into my opponent's team. Let's see what we're going to see here. Like, if my opponent predicts this play, pretty sure a knockoff might go into Slowking, but I don't really need health on Arcanine, as she actually goes for the Leaf Blade. Maybe she doubled up the slot. Knockoff. Yep, okay, she made the good play. She made the good play. Yet, again, Arcanine's just threatening her. And I think I can just go into Slowking at this point. I feel like I can easily just go into Slowking here. If I get rid of Kartana, I win the game here because I don't care if she Leaf Blades the Gastrodon slot this turn. If she Leaf Blades the Gastrodon slot, that's a death sentence for the Kartana. Kartana goes down. If she doesn't protect, that's fine as well. I'm going to go into Slowking no matter what here, as Kartana is going to switch out and go out into Gyarados. So this is perfectly okay with me. This is absolutely perfect for me because now I can set up my Trick Room and I can start sweeping again. I don't care if my Pokemon are poisoned. I mean, if it was toxic poison, maybe it would make a difference, but regular poison isn't doing much at all to me. So I'll go into Slowking here, and I'll Flamethrower to Gyarados for a bit of chip damage, just a little bit of chip, nice chip, as Poison Jab is going to come out. I'm probably targeting down my Arcanine, trying to get the poison. Wow, it actually didn't get the poison. And now, go hard into Gastrodon, and just click Trick Room. There's nothing preventing me from getting Trick Room up. Unless it's Ice Fang Flinch, because you can't freeze with Ice Fang anymore. So, correct play is to go out into Gastrodon right here and just Trick Room up. My opponent can't even Waterfall Flinch me, which is what I love about this team. So, yeah, just show me. Just show me. Show me what she got. I'm feeling very good. Even if she switches into Kartana, she has to really worry about Flamethrower. And I think it might even be in range of Hydro Vortex soon. So either way, I am good. The Muk is already used this berry, so a Surf plus Muddy Water combination will be able to knock out the Muk. I am basically very, very strong in this position here. Let's see. Looks like no switch out from the Gyarados. Muk could be switching it out, but even if it switches out, it doesn't do much. Ice Fang into Slowking. You basically have to hope for something. Knock off into the Slowking slot as well. That's a crit. That's okay. That's the one bad thing that could have happened. That's definitely something that's not fortunate for me. I mean, I still think I'm in a fine position. If I'm able to get rid of this Gyarados, I will be in the most solid position. Actually, I think I'm going to double out Gastrodon here and slack off. Yeah, I'm going to slack off because I feel like maybe Slowking can live a knockoff plus Ice Fang after this Intimidate. I mean, this Muk has been on the field for the entire game. So this is -3 if I remember correctly. So I don't think this Muk is going to be able to damage Slowking at all with the knockoff. I really don't. Ice Fang going to come out. The flinch chance is still there. Let's see. Can we live the knockoff? I feel like we would. Yeah. Okay, nice. So we get the slack off, which is very, very nice. Great, now I'm in a very good position, I think, just to reset Trick Room again. The only problem is, again, she can crit me. Although this might be better because Muk is getting slowly into the range of where my Surf might be able to pick up the knockout. I'll go into Gastrodon though here, because I don't want like Hydro Vortex coming up, and I'll just Trick Room up. I feel like, yeah, this is fine. No matter what, I feel like this is the play. Maybe the worst case scenario is if she switches out Muk into Kartana and gets the flinch with Ice Fang once again. But Ice Fang already has only a 10% chance to flinch. So it's not like, it's not literally, oh wait, no. Yeah, it's 10% chance to flinch, 10% to freeze. You can't freeze me, obviously, because of the fact that I'm already poisoned. And the only thing I'm really risking is the crit on Muk. And again, those are very low odds. So Gastrodon comes out. Shadow Sneak into Slowking. Accuracy drop. Oh, you're impatient. You're impatient. Going for the Hydro Vortex, but I switched out into my Gastrodon. Because I never make that mistake. I'm never going to switch out into Arcanine and leave it in to get Hydro Vortex. Even though I don't even think it would have picked up the knockout, to be honest. That's great. I get a guaranteed Trick Room up. That's beautiful. Surprised she Shadow Sneaked right there. Maybe expecting a Flamethrower or anticipating a Kartana switch in or something. But either way, we're in a very solid position here. I think I'm going to use this turn to double recover here. Literally. Because I feel like one more turn of burn damage is going to put that Muk into range. She might also double protect here. So I will just recover and slack off. Because just keeping this endgame healthy. And every turn, this Gyarados is getting weaker and weaker. And the fact that I still have my Marowak in the back to win this game is great. So she's going to go for the Protect with Muk. No Protect with Gyarados, but Gyarados can't really do anything. I will get the slack off with my Slowking. And I'll recover with Gastrodon. So either way, my Pokemon are way healthier than before. Hey, we get that nice recover up. Nice. And Taunt is going to come out into the Gastrodon slot. You can't taunt my Slowking because of Oblivious. Sure, she can taunt the Gastrodon. Yet, right here, I just needed that recover turn. So she runs Taunt. Okay, so that's her last move. I never knew that till now. That Muk should definitely be in range of my Surf. And I think I can just Surf Muddy Water here, because I can afford to be honest. So I'll just Surf plus Muddy Water. It catches any switching. We are in a very, very solid position. Although I don't remember if her Kartana was AV. If it was AV, I guess it could carry Night Slash. Let's see here. She can't switch into Kartana because Surf plus Muddy Water is going to do too much. Going to go for the double here. As Gyarados also goes for Protect, which is completely fine. Because again, I do have Hydro Vortex 1, and I'm still boosting. Like, this is the great thing about this team. If you waste your turn double protecting, I'm going to be able to get these boosts. I'm able to get these boosts. Power up with Gastrodon every single time. And yeah, Muk. Oh, Muk was in range of Surf. Okay, that's interesting. Misses the Muddy Water, but it doesn't matter because the burn will be able to pick up the knockout onto Muk there. Man, this is a very long game. This is the first game, and it's already like 17 minutes long. Jeez. Okay, so Muk goes down. Muk goes down. And let's see what my opponent has in the back. Well, we already know it's Arcanine Kartana. Either way, you're in a very bad position. You're in a very bad position no matter what. She probably has to bring out... Oh, Arcanine. I was not going to assume Arcanine here. But that's fine. I'm getting rid of this Gyarados. Or I could... You know, the Muddy Water... No, the Surf did so much that... You know, at +3, I might just be able to knock out Arcanine through Protect. Hell yeah, I'm going for it. Let's go. Let's go. I bet it would. I honestly bet it would. She's probably going to double. Yep. Gyarados protects. I'm guessing that the Arcanine will protect too. Yep. Ah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm glad I didn't Hydro Vortex the Gyarados slot, because I can knock it out the next turn. And I will 100 go for this Hydro Vortex. Definitely going to pick up the knockout on the Arcanine here. Yep. Here's the Hydro Vortex. This is +3. Even through Protect, I feel like it would pick up the knockout. And if it doesn't, I'll be kind of surprised, to be honest, with how much Surf did. So Hydro Vortex will come out into that Arcanine slot. Let's see how much is this going to do. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So Arcanine goes down through the Protect. +3 Gastrodon putting in the work. This turn I can just go for Sludge Bomb plus Flamethrower. I have nothing to lose. I have absolutely nothing to lose. I have double fire in the back. All I have to do is get rid of this Gyarados and I win the game. I literally win the game. Besides, this Gyarados is already on the timer. It only has at maximum probably 3 more turns. Potentially 2, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 3. Don't know if this Kartana has Protect. I don't know if we actually saw if Kartana had Protect. But I think Flamethrower will pick up the knockout on Kartana. If it's AV anyway. So Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, no matter what. I don't care if your Kartana has Protect. I still win the game with double fire in the back. Yep. So I think it might be AV Kartana. Well, Flamethrower just knocks out the Kartana, and the fact that Sludge Bomb is going to be able to pick up the knockout onto the Gyarados, and that would be a win for us. So a very, very long game. You can see how this team can play so defensively and also just threaten your opponent easily, but we will be able to pick up a win. Sorry about that. I had to charge my 3DS, and I was testing the Splatoon stream earlier, so I have to plug in my 3DS there. But very, very nice. Very nice. We will take that game very convincingly. I think the lead was pretty much just in the range of prediction. The Rindo Berry really coming in clutch turn 1. The fact I was able to get slack offs every turn. I feel like the game just went really well in my favor. She just didn't have a way to really stop it. And the only Pokemon that threatened my water types were Kartana. That was it. Muk didn't threaten it once it was burned and Intimidate so much. The fact that she let it stay in, well, then again, knockoff wouldn't have done too much anyway. But yeah, we're going to take that first game. And I feel like we're going to have another episode where it's probably going to be 2 games. But that's kind of how this team kind of plays sometimes. It's just very, very defensive. That's it. It's just very defensive. It just plays a very strong defensive game. As we find Tokyo from Canada, 1688. Why do they always do that? We faced Tokyo before. I know I faced Tokyo before. At least 2 times. And this matchup is a pain. Ugh. This matchup's going to be a pain. Actually, did we play Tokyo with this team? We might have. Or I might have. Oh, I don't remember. So I need to bring Tapu Koko here just for terrain, because if my opponent gets the spores off, we're in a bit of a troublesome situation. I think Slowking plus Gyarados, I mean, not Gyarados. Gastrodon is fine. Tapu Koko and Marowak in the back. Like, Tapu Bulu doesn't do much. I need electric terrain. Arcanine doesn't do anything against my opponent's team other than, I guess, the Pheromosa. Yet I'm not really too scared of Pheromosa. The common movesets like High Jump Kick, Ice Beam, Poison Jab, Protect. Yeah, that's usually the standard moveset. You don't really see a bug type move, and if it's a bug type move, it's usually U-turn. So U-turn doesn't really threaten me because it will not be able to knock out Slowking in a combination. Actually, it might with like Sludge Bomb from Nihilego. Yet I don't think you would lead Pheromosa and Nihilego against Gastrodon Slowking potentially. We'll see here. This is definitely a game I could see me losing, just because of the fact that Smeargle is something that's going to be very annoying to deal with, and my team does have a lot of offensive options, and I might not be able to reliably get Trick 'em Up. Also, the Wide Guard's also very annoying for my team. Smeargle Nihilego. Okay, that's actually great. Against Slowking Gastrodon. I don't know if you're going to fake out or Spore turn 1. Either way, I think safe place to go for Trick Room and a Muddy Water here. Because even if you get Spore, that's fine. Muddy Water will just get chip damage no matter what. This Nihilego's not Scarf. It should be Life Orb HP Ice. So I'm not worried about Grass Knot. And if it is Grass Knot, that's a pain. Well, we already know that Gastrodon can live 1. If it's Scarf, and that's the only Nihilego set that should run Grass Knot. We will probably see a switch from Nihilego. Yet I don't think you go for Spore directly, to be honest. And if you do, I guess that's fine. I have to play with Sleep Turns. Yet it's not the biggest deal in the world. As we're just going to see Fake Out as anticipated. It's going to go in Slowking. Don't have Grass Knot. Okay, you're just Sludge Bomb. That's okay. Actually, if my opponent poisons me, that's not bad for me at all. Doesn't get the poison. Muddy Water's going to come out. Get this Muddy Water off. Get this nice chip damage. Look at that damage. That damage did a lot. This move is going to activate Special Attack Rise and a Evasion Fall, which is actually pretty handy, because I would be guaranteed to hit Muddy Waters. I'm pretty sure we're just going to see Sludge Bomb combined with Spore here. So I'll just go hard Tapu Koko, because I don't need Tapu Koko other than getting rid of this terrain. Yeah, just getting rid of the Spore option for one turn. And even my opponent switches out on top of Lele. Now either of you is going to be the one switching out first because it's the fastest thing on the field. So I'm guaranteed not to get put to sleep here. Yep. And let's say, I guess the worst case scenario is if Nihilego crits me. That's like the only thing I'm really risking here. But I don't have another play that would, so I'm basically banking on it doesn't crit me. So get Tapu Koko in. If you predict this, that's completely fine. I get a free switch into my Gastrodon next turn, so I do not mind. Sludge Bomb's going to come out, target down my Slowking. Okay. Spore is going to come out into Slowking slot, and I will get my Trick Room up. Nice, nice, nice. Great. Moody's going to activate for the Smeargle, special attack rise, and a attack fall. Again, completely fine. So I'll just surf here, and I think I'm just going to double back out into Gastrodon. I'm probably going to be taking one Spore here, unless my opponent doesn't decide to do that. I can see Wide Guard here as a play and try and knock out Slowking. Yet, I don't think that's bad for me in any case. In any case, I really don't think that's bad for me. Because the fact that I have Marowak in the back, I have Trick Room up. This is kind of the game I do want to play. I just want to boost my Gastrodon one time and I should be good. Nihilego's going to switch out. Tapu Lele is going to make the call here. I don't know who you're sporing though. I guess that's the one question I have to ask. It is going to be Scarf Tapu Lele most likely on this team. So get Gastrodon in. As we will get Surf. And maybe I should have went into top. Maybe I should have trickered. Maybe I should have just slacked off. Oh, Surf almost knocks out Smeargle. Spore's going to come out into the Gastrodon. So Gastrodon going to be taking that guaranteed one turn. I don't think I really mind that though. We're probably going to see a... I don't know. Are we going to see a Spore? I could see Wide Guard here. I would kind of assume Wide Guard. So I'm actually going to slack off. And go for a... I think Muddy Water's fine. Well, I'm guaranteed to sleep anyway, so I'm just going to Muddy Water. Yep, you're going to Wide Guard 100%. And I get a slack off, so my Slowking's going to be healthier in the late game, unless you decide to Moonblast that slot, but that's fine. If you Moonblast that slot, that's completely okay. As Gastrodon, I'm going to stay asleep. Psychic going to come out, target down my Gastrodon slot. Gastrodon should be able to take this. Not as well as I thought. I don't need Gastrodon specifically, so I think I'm just going to Flamethrower this Smeargle. And I think I attempt for Hydro Vortex. Like, I could go out into my Tapu Koko. Actually, I don't think you follow me here. You shouldn't follow me. I think I'm going to go into Tapu Koko because I'll be able to live one more. And I'll just Sludge Bomb the Smeargle slot. Maybe I should have Hydro Vortex the Tapu Lele. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Gonna get Tapu Koko in. Which is going to be able to bring out the Electric Surge once again. As we're going to see another Wide Guard. Okay. Let's see if Gastrodon can wake up this turn. Oh, nice, nice. That's actually great. So we get the Sludge Bomb off. That's going to be able to knock out the Smeargle. Excellent. So Smeargle goes down. This Tapu Lele has taken a bit of chip. And Psychic should not knock out my Gastrodon. Or my math is wrong. So that could have been a double knockout if I just went for Flamethrower plus the other thing. That's good to know. But I feel like I'm still in an okay position. I get Marowak in for free here. And I can just click Specs T-Bolt into the Tapu Lele slot. I don't get why people bring Arcanine against this team. Okay. Specs Thunderbolt is the play. Shadow Bone might also be the play. I'm trying to think. Maybe I don't Specs T-Bolt here. Actually, No, I can't Specs T-Bolt. I have Marowak out on the field. What am I saying? Going to Slowking here and just Shadow Bone the Tapu Lele slot, because this discard Tapu Lele, it will go down to a Shadow Bone. And Nihilego wants to switch out. I believe it already took the necessary damage where a -1 Shadow Bone will be able to pick up the KO. Smart play would be this. Double out Arcanine and Nihilego. I don't think my opponent would risk that though. So I'm not in the best situation. I'm also not in the worst situation. As we are going to switch out our Tapu Koko here. Go out on the Slowking. Arcanine's going to protect. Okay. That's completely okay with me. Okay. So this is probably the best case scenario I could have gotten, because I get the Shadow Bone off in a Tapu Lele. Now we'll be able to pick up the knockout. Tapu Lele goes down. And the dimensions return to normal. Excellent. Okay, so this is how I want the end game. I honestly thought Slowking was going to take a bit of Flare Blitz damage, which was kind of scaring me. Yeah, the Nihilego was in range of Shadow Bone, and it still is, so that's great. Okay, so I could protect Marowak and go for Trick Room, yet if I do that, if my opponent does win the Slowking, you get the Beast Boost, and you probably get the knockout, so that's not the play. I think the play is actually just to Surf, plus Shadow Bone, because that will put... Because if you knock out the Marowak here, that's fine. I get the Shadow Bone off. Nihilego's gone. Yeah. Because if you target down Slowking, Marowak's left healthy, Shadow Bone's to Nihilego, I win the game by just going for Parasong. And, yep, it's actually going to go out in Slowking. And if you target down the Marowak for this turn, I guess Wall Charge was selected on one play that could have screwed me over. Ooh, Flare Blitz might not knock me out. Oh, it actually does. Okay. That's fine. I guess the one flaw in my plan was actually Flare Blitz plus Wall Charge, but I don't remember if this team actually did carry Wall Charge. Either way, I am going to be able to win the game. Because I get Tapu Koko out, even though I can Electric type move in terrain, like, unless my opponent has a way to touch Marowak, dig, well, it has to have Tectonic Rage. It literally has to have Tectonic Rage. And I'll just Dazzling Gleam here, and I think I'll just protect Marowak to scout what this Arcanine has. I'm pretty sure it's Fire MZ. As Arcanine is going to protect. Okay, this endgame is a bit weird, because I want a Perish Song, yet I could lose potentially. Do I want to risk Perish Song? Or I could Shadow Bone. I don't know, Specs Dazzling Gleam plus Shadow Bone might be the play. Yeah, I think it is, actually. Because Dazzling Gleam is still going to do a decent amount. Single target Dazzling Gleam, it's Specs. It should do a decent amount. Yeah. You're going to go for Flare Blitz, and that's going to take recoil. I was thinking Parasong for the endgame, but if you had Inferno Overdrive plus Flare Blitz might be able to knock out my Marowak. So I was thinking about going for Parasong in the late game, yet I don't think it was the correct play. I think this was the correct play. Even if you're Barry, I feel like this is the correct play no matter what. And you're a Barry, so you can't touch my Marowak, that's for sure. Unless you have Bulldoze. But Bulldoze won't knock me out, even with a crit. Dazzling Gleam plus Shadow Bone will be able to pick up the knockout to Arcanine, and that will be a good game. Because you have nothing. You have absolutely nothing. Woo! That was a close one. That was a bit... I had to think a bit hard on these decisions, but I think that they paid off in the end game. Arcanine going to protect, but doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I don't even get what you're stalling me out of. Because I'm locked in Specs Dazzling Gleam, and I will always click Shadow Bone. I'm not going for Perish Song, because that could have been a miss. Well, I could now, but that's kind of a misplay. The match is going to be forfeited, and we will take this game. So I hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode. Again, 2 battles, but this team does like playing a bit of a more defensive game against a lot of teams. But still very enjoyable, and I think I did play really well in today's episode. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. It shows your support. Have any questions? Feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you want to try out the team, there's a paste pin down below, as well as previous episodes, my social medias, and a bunch of other stuff. I hope to see you around in another video.